there's a page where just start listing people that are in your sphere. You're gonna probably want to put that in a database, and we have a database at Remax that you'll be able to put all your contacts in there and keep them all nice and straight, and how you're gonna contact them. When you're prospecting, your main focus is gonna always be to get an appointment. That's what you need to be thinking about all the time. How am I going to get an appointment? Because you can't sell anything by just talking with someone. Once you get to sit down with them, and then you can start following up with them, and they've met you. So you're not a call or a cold lead anymore. Now you're more a friendly face. So that's very important. Why a lot of people fail at prospecting and they're so nervous about it is because, again, they have not internalized the scripts. You cannot be scripted. You need to know what you're going to say. You have to be comfortable with what you're going to say. So how you do that is 30 days, read every script, chant them out loud, say them again and again and again and again so they just start flowing. That's the most important thing, because you have to be comfortable on what you're going to say to people, and then it just flows, and then it's easy, and then you don't have to think about it. So then you can put all your energy on thinking about them, and then you'll know what to ask and how to keep a conversation going. They fail to create momentum. When you start to get things going, there's nothing like it. Say that you start prospecting and you're just running into a wall, then bam, you have 5 things that come together and you're like way up here, and that's where you want to keep going, because the momentum, momentum is a powerful thing in anything, in sports and life. So you want to just keep it going and keep it creating momentum and keep building on that momentum. They make up stories about people before they call them. This is just like the drunk monkey. Oh yeah, these people aren't going to like you. This is good. They're going to be yelling at you, or this. Never. I mean, very, very rarely happens. And it might be just the tone that you're using, but I mean, you just can tell yourself all kinds of stuff. That's what the drunk monkey does. And so you want to kind of eliminate that and just forget about it, and just ask them the questions, and you'll be surprised on how easy and nice most people really are. They lose control because they talk too much. They don't ask the right questions. They need to close this. That's why you have 2 ears and 1 mouth. That's the best thing I ever learned. You should listen twice as much as you talk. So you want to be able to ask the questions, listen to what they're doing, ask about them, because that's what they care about. Ask about why they're moving to LA. Oh, you have children or grandchildren? Oh, how many? What are their ages? I mean, open them up. Let them talk about themselves. Have you looked at any properties there? Was there anything that you really liked? You know, you have to be able to just bam, 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 because that's the knowing scripts and being comfortable. People pause too long and have too much silence in between questions, and it loses people. So if you don't know what to say, then you could just be sitting there looking at each other, because some people don't open up at all, and then you have to try to pry it out of them, and they're just very difficult. So the more you're prepared, the better. And some people just give a yes or no. So you could be ready to pull your hair out if it could drive you crazy. So you have to be ready and be ready to be able to talk as well as mostly listen. But if you have to talk in between that and they're not responding to your questions, you need to know what to say. They take notes during prospecting, which they lose momentum. And they like writing all this stuff down, and there's not even an appointment or even close to an appointment. So that, for example, they could be taking notes, John and Mary Smith. Now, this is just a person that they're talking to that has no hopes of selling, and they have 3 pages of notes about them. What are you going to do with that? That's just wasted time. So you have to hear buying signals, selling signals, and not do all these note writing. They fail to build rapport, because they just can't get on a common ground with people. Something that's good to do is to look for things when you're looking through the property, when you walk in, that you have in common with them, that you can talk to them about, have them open up, get that rapport built. If you see their family picture and they have 2 kids, go in to talk about their children, ask if they have grandchildren. I mean, anything that, not if they're like 20, but 30. But use your common sense. You don't want to say stupid things. You want to say things like, if you see a flag for maybe a football team that you know or that you may like, or a college team, something that's going to pull you both into having something in common. Prospecting priorities. Your priority has to be always number one, your sphere of influence. Past clients, FSBOs, expires, and just listeds and just solds. So those are the ones that you really want to focus on. There's some affirmations in here that you can do. And this is very good. This is for sale by owners. This one top agent has a goal to talk to 10 a day, qualify for motivation, set an appointment, and then if no appointment, they set up a preview appointment. And then you show up dressed for success always, number one. You build rapport, you ask for the listing, and then you follow up 2 to 3 times a week. And that's a very great system to put in play for sale by owners. If you're not following up 2 or 3, if you were the worst follow-up person, for sale by owners aren't for you, because they always take follow-up. You always are going to have to follow up. There are major follow-ups, so you have to follow up. So that's with maybe a little note after you leave there, and maybe some things of interest to give to them. I'm going to go more into that. But if you're not a person that can follow up and visit that lead, then this probably isn't going to be a good wheel source for you in the spokes that we said that you want to get 5. If you're amazing at follow-up, this is the best for you. You'll make a lot of money with for sale by owners. And some great questions to ask are, if you decide to list your home, would I be one of the agents you'd interview? And then listen. If you need to buy a home, can I help you find one? Because a lot of people have to buy a house afterwards. That's a reason too that you want to find out what is the FSBO doing. Are they going to be buying a new home and moving up? Have they already bought a new home? Can you refer them out of state to a top RE/MAX agent? Are they going to be buying out of state? What are their plans? Because that's another reason why you can get involved. It's not just that house sale. They could be a buyer, they could be a mover, a referral source. So you have to know. Ask them, if you found a buyer, do you even know what the signs are that they're going to be ready to buy, or if they're going to be a good buyer, or they're even able to buy your house? Do you know the questions to ask about their qualifications? If they've got a loan, a lot of deals fall through, who they've been pre-qualified with, their financial situation, how much money are they putting down? Are you going to be comfortable asking them all these questions that you really, I would know this before any contract I had you sign. So it's critical that you know all of these answers. So you really want to get them prepared for, if they found a buyer, would they even know what to do with it? So that's another important thing. And if you have any questions regarding a contract, if you don't know how to write one up, about any kind of fees or potential lawsuits that you could have, because this is a disclosure, you have to disclose and things like that, you can call me and I'll be happy to go through it with you. It doesn't mean that you have to list your home. I'm happy to be your consultant, because we know that 87% of for sale by owners eventually list their property. So what we like to do is we offer our services. It's kind of like a fair trade item. I offer you things that I can help you with at no cost, and then all I ask at the end, if you decide to list it, that you give me a chance and you give me an interview. Is that fair? I think that that's pretty fair. So that's how you try to get people to commit to at least talking to you. So just a little bit of words on how to get into that appointment and things that you can do to help get that person to start a rapport with them and to start a follow-up system. Because you could just say, okay, I'm going to follow up now and bring them over a sales contract. I want to follow up, I'm going to stop by and give you this, or ways to qualify the buyer, or there's a lot of different things. any kind of thing that you can do, maybe a seller's disclosure. You can drop by a seller's disclosure. Just stop by and hand them. I thought you could use this, and then try to keep going and building rapport with that person. Setting appointments. You know that you want to get over there, so that the biggest thing you want to do is set an appointment, because you can't sell someone that you don't talk to or get in front of. So you want to be able to get appointments. It's very important. So this just gives some information about setting appointments. There's a system called Redex that, if you're saying, how do I get all these leads? Well, you can go out and find for sale by owners. You can go on Zillow. You can go on to the MLS and you see when they expire, or you can subscribe to Redex. What Redex is, it's not cheap. I think it's like, what is it, $75 a month, or maybe $45 a month. I'm not sure. You can call up and find out. I used to do it a while ago, but I haven't for a while. But whatever, it's like it's under $100. And what they do is they send you every day all the expires and all the for sale by owners, so you don't have to look them up. So that service is available if you want to invest in that. My suggestion is get good at it before you just go buying things. So go to 10 for sale by owners, see if it's going to work for you. Call 10 for sale by expireds off the MLS and see if you can get these systems rolling. If you can't get anywhere with it, then don't waste your money, because you're just going to have an expense. So see if you can do something with these leads, and then if you start to do amazing with them, of course, then buy that right away. The 8-point formula to get FSBO. This is Haas Pratt's 8-point formula, and you can kind of read through that, basically what we said. And you want to be comfortable talking. This is just another script, and you kind of read through it, but that just gives you an idea on all of the things and areas that you can prospect and get business. So you also can send any kind of material. That's all considered prospecting. Or if you have a letter you want to send out, there's a letter in here for your sphere of influence. And we're going to be going into more about prospecting in the future, but that's just like a brief chapter on the different areas on how you can areas that you can prospect. So like I said, you want to work on 5 different systems in 5 different areas. So trying to figure out, if I like for sale by owners, expired, sphere of influence, rental, people that are going to be buying, and open houses. Just perfect. That's just one example. So just find 5 different things that you can specialize in. Write them down. That's your homework. To come up with 5 in the order of importance where you want to start on 5 systems that you want to put into your business and to get new prospects. Thank you, and we'll be doing chapter 4 at a later, right after this. You can click on and go to chapter 4, and chapter 4 is going to be lead follow-up. That's where the money is made. Thanks, and have a great day.